Hello, Aggie fans. Spring sports are starting to heat up on campus, so get your game face on. It's time to go in the huddle.
Yeah. Shout out to CU. I see you. I got you. Let's do it, let's go. Hey yo, yeah, we Aggies. We Aggies. Welcome to Cameron, the home of true athletes. Catch us on the court, we gon' ball till we fall. And we ain't gon' stop until we win it all. Yep, we Aggies. We Aggies.
Women's basketball played Southwestern Oklahoma State last week in the Aggie Gym. Fresh off of their first Lone Star Conference victory, the team looked to match its wins total from last season. In the huddle caught some highlights of the game. We pick up action in the second half. Aggies shooting the ball very well in this game as they played the Bulldogs from Southwestern. Very interesting game. Love Rattler. Others warming up. Here we see Rattler setting up off the pass of Tara Tremaine for the three. At that point, Aggies go up 51-48. Rattler had a solid game shooting for the Aggies. She did it once, she'll do it twice. Steps back for the three, and she knocks it down. Back-to-back threes put the Aggies up 54-51. On this drive, Natasha Brown finds Ashley Rush. Rush timed the game for the Bulldogs as they bounce back after an early lead from the Aggies. Here, Soraya Euler getting the lay-in, putting the Bulldogs up. Close game throughout. Sprague finds the sister, Mariah Euler, inside for the N1 play. She's fired up and gets her team involved. Bulldogs also go up at that point. Here on this play, ball is tipped outside to Josie Stewart. Josie Stewart sets up for three, and she knocks it down. Aggies cut the lead to three. Bulldogs were up 67-64. Here, the Aggies still down by six. Jessica Priest sets up for three, cutting again to a three-point deficit. On the next play here, we see the Aggies lose a heartbreaker, 74-66. Guard Love Rattler scored 25 points and had 5 assists. Josie Stewart chipped in 11 points, 7 rebounds, and 2 steals. The women avenged their loss to Southwestern, though. They defeated the Bulldogs 70-68 on a pair of Lindy Neville free throws with 5 seconds left. Guard Josie Stewart led the Aggies in scoring with 22 points on 7 of 14 shooting. Guard Love Rattler chipped in 21, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists. The women play Texas Women's University on the 10th in the Aggie Gym. Tip-off is at 7. The women's basketball team is in the heart of its Lone Star Conference schedule. Despite injuries and virtually a new roster, the squad won its first conference game this season against ECU and picked up another win against Southwestern. In the Huddle finds out how the team both looks to win this season and build for next year. With 11 new players, including 7 freshmen, women's basketball is enduring some growing pains this season. Some players suffered season-ending injuries. Many players continue to play with nagging injuries. Head coach Tom Webb says the injuries somewhat hindered continuity on the court.
Practice a couple different ways. It's been hard maybe for continuity and development of that nature, but as a whole, hopefully down the road in the next year and a half or 2 years, you'll see the benefits of kids having to play different roles.
Despite injuries, the team still has a chance to earn a bid into the Lone Star Conference tournament. As another positive, some players have emerged and stepped up as the season progresses. Junior guard Josie Stewart emerged as the go-to player for the team this season.
Josie has been very consistent, and a couple things with that is when you're a junior college transfer, you've already played 70 games, and you kind of understand the way it goes and how people are going to defend you.
Junior point guard Love Rattler has improved over the last few games, capped by a 25-point performance against Southwestern Oklahoma State.
Playing the point guard position is so stressful anyways, and it is a very visible or viable, everyone sees her play. And so everyone can critique that, and especially the coaches, and she's done a good job of trying to figure it all out.
Freshman guard Alexis Williams looks to be a primetime player for the Aggies in the future. The San Antonio native currently averages 10 points and a little over 4 rebounds per game.
Very gifted, and she's very skilled, and she shoots the ball well, and she's got great physicality, and she's got a very, very big upside. She's going to be a very good player. We're excited about her.
With those current players set to return next year, along with most of the current roster, the team not only looks to win now, but also build for the future.
And we talked about being a champion and turning this thing around. And I'm excited. Our future's really good. I think you want it now.
That's the mentality that makes champions. Men's basketball suspended 6 players resulting from the fight against Southeastern on January 27th. The athletic department suspended 5 players for the rest of the season. 1 player received a 2-game suspension. With a limited roster, the team played Southwestern Oklahoma State last week. In the Huddle was there to get the action. Teams warming up, limited roster, playing a tough conference rival in Southwestern. The game was very exciting early on, but the Bulldogs took it. See the fans getting involved, enjoying some of the game, showing their dance moves on the court. Here, the Aggies pick up their first score of the game. Nikola Vukadinovic drives and knocks down the jumper. Vukadinovic, a solid shooter against the Bulldogs in this outing. Next play, Aggies down by 2. Milton Gardner, no. Jamar Burke, yes, on the putback jam. 2 of 8 points for Jamar Burke. He was solid on the rebounds as well. Here, Aggies get on the break. Rebound by Burke, over to Gardner. Gardner finds Vukadinovic in the baseline for the 3. He knocks it down. Aggies go up by 3. Here, Glasgow gets a rebound. Milton Gardner, we've seen this before. Will it happen again? Finds Vukadinovic for 3. He knocks it down. Back-to-back 3 puts the Aggies up 17-11 early in the first half. Here, Glasgow gets the ball, is double teamed, finds Jewell, who finds Burke, who finds Milton Gardner for the lay-in. Aggies at that point go up 37-36. Gardner had a tough shooting night, though. On the last play of the first half, Zach Howell misses a layup, but Damian Henderson gets a putback jam, which cuts the deficit to 1. Aggies are up 37-36 to end half. Glasgow gets the layup, puts the Aggies up by 4 in the second half. He had 20 and 10 in this game. Solid contributor for the Aggies. Here, Chancellor Jones gets the ball over, finds Ross Moore, then goes up for the alley-oop and puts the Bulldogs up by 2 at that point in the game. Here, Flemings finds Zach Howe, who sets up for 3, and he knocks it down, extending the lead for the Bulldogs. Howe had 16 off the bench, leading the Bulldogs in scoring. The next drive down, Ross Moore finds Curtis Nixon, the big man, who was able to get the lay-in. And at that point, it was too much to handle for the Aggies. They lose one in the Aggie gym, 75-66. Guard Nikola Vukadinovic had 23 points on 7 of 13 shooting from behind the arc. Callan Glasgow had 20 points and 10 rebounds in the contest. Men's basketball also looked to bounce back against the Bulldogs on the road, but the team lost in double overtime, 80-75. The loss marked 7 straight for the team after starting the season 10-4. Forward Callan Glasgow led the way with 26 points and 7 rebounds. Guard Milton Gardner scored 21 and had 7 boards. Softball looks to build on last year's 32-win season as the team started season play over the weekend. The team went 2-3 in the St. Mary's Invitational in San Antonio. They got an early look at conference rivals. 4 of the 5 teams they played are in the Lone Star Conference. They travel next week to Abilene Christian to compete in the Abilene Christian Tournament. All teams competing in spring sports will play this week. So for a look at the schedule, go to Cameron's athletic website, goaggies.cameron.edu. That ends another episode for In the Huddle. To review this episode or watch other CUTV programs, go to youtube.com. Type in CU Internet TV with no spaces, and you will find other episodes of This Week in Student Government and Top of the Hour. For everyone here in the CUTV studio, I'm Michael Faget. We'll see you in the Huddle.